Hi, I'm Marysol and welcome back to my channel. Um, Today I'm going to be planning my March currently page, and I'm going to be using the Happy Planners Yay Season books and their Mega Seasonal book. I'm going to combine that with Mojo Jojo's boxes, and I'm also going to use Archer and Olive to do some kind of lettering. I was practicing here. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to zoom you in first to kind of outline what I want to do, the type of lettering, and I'm going to go in first with pencil because I want to get like the spacing and the spacing and hopefully get it pretty lined up so it looks a little bit better. And then I'm going to go over with the eraser because I wanted a light place to trace. And so I'm going to use the acrylic graph. It's a 0.7. This pen came in a set of 5. It was part of their like St. Patrick's release. And it was really a nice color, I think, to use with this spread. So yeah, I'm experimenting with some lettering. I'm hoping, right, it goes out better, but I have a little bit of issues with the lettering, and I had a kind of attempt to correct it. I mean, I think it looks okay. Well, after everything's done, it looks okay. And so I'm planning my currently page a little late this month. February was a pretty busy month for me with my work, and I was just doing a lot of things at work and never got around to doing it. And then in the beginning of March, I ended up going to Go Wild, and that kind of put me a little bit more behind. And it took me some time to recover, but with the currently pages, you can always like back plan. I'm also going to back plan my monthly view for the month of March. And I'll probably be posting that in a little sometime either this weekend or next week. Anyways, like I said, I'm all caught up now, and I just need to get on schedule and post. Anyways, so here I am. I get a little impatient with drawing. Thank God the acrylic graphs are dry a lot faster than the usual kind of paints. And I'm sorry it's out of frame, but I was trying to get like really close to it and I kept moving my pages. Anyways, here I am. I'm trying to line it with the black line, and as you can see, some it came out a little wonky, and I go back in to fix it later on in this video. And I do that with a white acrylic pen. So now I'm going to go in with the Tumble dual brush pen, and I'm just going to use it as shadow. Allie from According to Allie said to do it all to one side, and then I ended up messing it up on that side of the M. But like I said, I went in with the white acrylic pen, and I kind of whited out and fixed it. I'm still having a hard time shadowing, but I'm gonna continue on practicing. Hopefully at some point I'll get it narrowed down. We'll see. So yeah, here I go. I fixed it. I went in first with the gel pen, but I didn't like how that looked. I think this is when I grab my white acrylic pen, and then I really go in and I clean up all the letters. Yeah, I do end up having to do a second coat to the lettering, but I do it like later on in the video because I waited for that to kind of really dry up. So now I'm here looking through the mega seasonal book, and I wanted a decorative box to put down first, and I believe I find one that says every day is special, and I put that down. There's a lot of birthdays in the month of March, and I kind of wanted to put everybody's birthday on there. So I kind of get a big box from Mojo Jojo's. I want to say spring boxes, that kind of the green tone that it had looked better. And I'm pulling up the sticker, and let me tell you, I don't know if it's because it's an old book, but it pulled up so easily and so nicely. Because if you notice, I do not have my wax paper today. So I didn't use any wax paper for this plan with me, which is very unusual because I always use wax paper. And since the paper changed, or I don't know if the paper changed or the sticker adhesive changed, but whatever change happened with the Happy Planner, I have used more and more wax paper. Like I said, here I am like going around the areas that I wanted to white out again with the acrylic white pen. And so over here, I put those three boxes up on that sidebar, and I'm going to use that for like a remember section. And then the one in the bottom where it says prior to your goals, I'm going to put a couple of things there that I want to do this month, that I want to focus on. And I know it's kind of close to the end of the week, the end of the month, but I am going to attempt to kind of do an overview of what I like. And so I went back into the seasonal book, mega seasonal book, and I got that quote. And now I'm just going through the yay season and kind of decorating my page, putting some deco on my page. And let me see. I want to say I get far in with the, decorating it. And then I kind of put in my boxes to use kind of that middle section for my currently. I put those gloves, I don't want to say backwards, but they weren't in the right position. That made me chuckle when I put them down. So here I'm just continue to add some stuff on the page. And I believe this is where I kind of get some more boxes to kind of start putting those down for the currently. But I go in, I write in the first currently on it. And I have this stamp set that you're gonna see later on. It's from Elise Studios that I wanted to use, but I had completely forgotten it. But I got up to get something and I saw it and remember I wanted to use it. But by that point, I had already handwritten currently. So yeah, I have it now in a place where I can see it. So if I want to use it in the future, they're like more visible than just where I had it. So here I am kind of deciding where I want to put the boxes and I'm trying to balance it out with color. I didn't want too much of one color on one side and more color on the other side with those like light and green, the light green and a little darker green boxes. So yeah, I'm finishing up that corner. I didn't want that to the whiteout because I have whiteout the month and year on there. So I don't like leaving it like open, so I try to cover it up with stickers usually. So here I am. I kind of put the last box in, and now that I can see that the white acrylic graph is completely dry, I'm gonna go back with a pen, with the black pen, and I'm, gonna finish up my lettering. And so I add a little bit of white onto the letters to make it look a little like glossy, I think. I was gonna go over it again with the black pen, but decided not to do that. And here I am adding a little bit more of those like clover leaves. And on my picture, I ended up moving that clover leaf that's on top of Marge, because the more I looked at it after I had finished this video, it just seemed like out of place. So I end up moving it down closer to that other one. So I'm just writing in the birthdays of everyone, and I feel like I missed a few people, which I'm gonna like attempt to go back in and write it somewhere. And so in that remember section, I wanted to write down that I had gone to go well for the first time this year. I also wanted to write down that I went to a jiu-jitsu tournament with my husband to see his cousin compete, and that I went to Disneyland. So those kind of were things that I wanted to remember. For my goals this month, my monthly budget overview, kind of like writing down the expensive and kind of determining what I've used and where I've used it. So yeah, that's kind of my goal. And here I am, I'm showing you the Elise currently stamps that I got, and I'm going to use the Ranger Distressed Oxide inks for that. And here I'm just practicing the pressure, because I tend to put in more pressure than I have to. So that's what I was trying to do. It came out actually really nice after practicing a little bit. So in that first box, I put in thankful, because I have to be a lot. I am very thankful for a lot of things this month. And then I started looking and seeing what I wanted to use on the stamp. And on the next box, I used thinking. Yeah, my where I work at the hospital, there's just a lot going on, and so there's just so much to think about between patients and families, and so that's had me very preoccupied this month. That next box I used was what am I making, and then enjoying, and I think I go into feeling and listening. And then I'm going to write those in. I didn't really use a nice, neat handwriting, but I just kind of use it to put in my thoughts. And so I'm making plans to vacation in California for the summer. I want to go see my mother-in-law, who hasn't seen Isabella since she was born. So we haven't been there for about 2 years. So we want to go. I've been feeling excited, but also overwhelmed. Like I said, there's just so much going on with work that I'm just, it's been a lot to take in. And then I've been enjoying time with the kids, me time, a nice clean home, and quiet time. Always the best. Listening to Encanto, the soundtrack, because my kids are obsessed with Encanto. And then, like I said, I've been thinking about my wards and patients that I serve. And then I go into kind of what I'm thankful for this month. And I'm just so thankful that, Isabella turned 2 this month, and she's just healthy and growing well. So I always want to write that in. And this month during Go Wow, I was able to meet up with planner friends that I've met during the community. in the community but not really met, in person. So it's nice to kind of meet. And then just being able to travel again. So I wanted to write down that in my currently. So I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I add like another ladybug on that blank area. It just seemed too bare for me, and you'll see in a moment when I put it there. And then, I'm all finished with my currently page. So I hope you like it. If you did, please, let me know, like, subscribe. You can also find me at Instagram at My Little Planning Corner. If you want to see more of my stuff, and let me know if there's anything you'd like to see in future videos. I don't know what I'm doing here. But anyways, I'm probably just going back and talking about the things that I use. Oh, I wanted to write a remember there, but I won't. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. See you on the next one. Bye.